Hello, and welcome to another edition of Bob's KGS Series. I've been playing pretty terrible Go lately. Let's get some more time there so I'll be able to actually think while talking. Not that I can do the two at the same time, but I figured since I'm playing so terribly, either talking through my moves will cause me to start to play better, or you guys will get to chuckle under your sleeves while I struggle and struggle and struggle and eventually die a horrible death. So either way, I figure that's a good thing. Increase viewership with the whole fiasco of horrible, horrible death, which for some reason always brings people running, mostly to laugh and point, or break myself out of this crazy streak of the wrong type of nature that I'm in. Um, so, while we're waiting for a game, we'll just see if we can find... I don't like bot games. I mean, they're okay, but let's see if we can find a game that hasn't had many moves and just look it over while we're waiting. It's pretty standard so far. This is a little bit, not quite standard. And this attachment right here I've been trying out lately, and I don't actually know how to play it, and that is one of the times that I've played completely horrible destruction happening to me very quickly. Splits. So these two stones are weak. This group is not weak. This corner is pretty much secure once he plays here and white defends, so it's good to attack. And this is a little bit of a weird move. I would just hit the shape point right away. Yep, good. And jumps for territory. I like black here. That's good. Black he's making really good shape here. He's getting ahead, and if he can get this cap in, this group will head towards this group, which will cause a big problem. And white gets really greedy there. I would cap. I would play this. See, now the attachment makes white look a lot stronger against... he attaches against this strong group, but if black caps here, he can't really... I guess he could disconnect. He could play this and then wedge in, but that's really bad shape. I don't know. But this group isn't extremely solid right now, so maybe this is better. Remember, I've been losing a lot of games lately, so don't take my first view. So this is a splitting attack against this group. White has two weak groups. Black is going to split them up and start munching some stones. If he's attaching the Hane, he's got a double Hane here, because that just makes sense. And now we'll see if Atari, does he extend? I think that's the standard answer. Let me check my sound here just to make sure. Okay, that's good, that's good. I haven't gotten any games. Let's see if there's a slow game that we can challenge. 40 minutes, and he's a Tilde player. I'm not playing him. 40 minutes was good, but Tilde, not so good. Not going to play a Rengo. Not 30 seconds per move. That's mine. Could play myself, but that would be Mirror Go. Let's see, an 8K. That would be an interesting game. It's really weird when you go into an 8 stone handicap game. The first thing you think is, oh, and he has a Tilde. I'm gonna die everywhere. And then, like, you don't, for some reason. I don't exactly know why. I'm like, what? You could have killed me. You could have killed me right there. You could have surrounded me and forced me into horrible, horrible small life in Gote or death in Sente. dying in Gote is the I haven't done that lately. Have not done that lately. Okay, so let's keep looking at this fight. So double Hane, Atari, and push through, cut, obviously. Um, Here, I would just extend. So now white is cut into two groups. Black's group here is fine. His group here does need defense right now, so he could do this, or this, or just connect, and he would defend himself. But when white drops down here, he then has to answer again. So this was kind of my least favorite. Oh, white gets an eye in Sente. That's good too. But now black gets to connect up when he wants to. He can seal this corner. This is now an endgame move. It doesn't have anything to do with the life of these stones. Unless white gets some kind of weird stones in over here and connects back somehow, some way, black has no fear for this group. So later on, this move is probably worth about 15 points. But it's all Gote, and it's all points. It doesn't affect life and death. That may seem like a lot to say 15, but notice if white does this, black can clamp here, so maybe it's not worth 15. But there's a monkey jump involved, which is 5 to 7 point Sente, I forget which one, which is worth 10 points by itself, plus this. So when you count up all the points that white destroys just by turning here plus the monkey jump, it's a lot. And if white turns here and black plays here, that's a Sente move, and then black has to play under, or white can play another move later on. So he's got half of the value of this added to this in Sente. Whereas if black goes here first, he's going to get a few points in this area. So white destroys a few points in Sente or gets a monkey jump. So maybe 15 is a little much, but it's really not. It's worth at least 10 points. And so black is fine here. White is attaching here so he can get strength for this group. Black should just Hane underneath. There's no reason to go crazy here. But of course, you know, I would probably try to Hane over and cut him into two, and then I would die, which is why I've been losing so much lately. And nobody wants to challenge me because they're like, you're just a loser. You're terrible at this game. So I'm not going to play you. Let's see if we can play Happy Hippo. That's a good game. Now, Happy Hippo is 3 Dan. He's not really 2 Dan. I don't know why he says he's 2 Dan. He's a liar. KGS is a liar. So we're going to die. Hi. Good luck. But Happy Hippo does like to fight. And that may or may not be a good thing. So we're going to play here because we like to. Lately, I used to play 2 star points almost exclusively, but lately I've been going into orthodox. I've been trying to learn other fusekis, figure out, you know, stuff about them and things. Luck? I should say, like, yeah, you need it. Or, I thought you needed it because you were 3 Dan and now you're not. So obviously you haven't had a lot of luck lately. But that would be kind of mean. So I'm not going to do that. Okay. If he has a star point here, there's a playing here, or actually play here first, and then you play here, and then when they do 2 space, you can attach here and try to build up an area so you can come back. You get this nice knights move with all this, and it's really nice looking. But when they don't have the star point, I like to attach here. No. I like to play this, go the other direction. And this is a little bit, it can get a little bit more complicated. Oh, he just plays this. There's a couple of ways I can do it. I can just play this, and then if he plays here, I get a little bit more, and plus I have this later. Or I can do this, and he's going to change direction and say, ha ha ha, you can't attack me, blah blah blah. I don't know if he's going to say blah blah blah, but if he does, I'll be ready. Because I'll say, I said that first. It'd be like jinxing him, but from the past. I don't know which way I like to play it. Let's see. I know that this is totally a fine move. Because, like I said before, when he had the 2 space, I can hit here and build up and then pincer this, or pincer this and then hit here and build up. One of the two. Similarly, I can play here, and when he changes direction, I can play this cap. I don't know exactly how that goes. The cap isn't as forceful. You know, I think I'm going to play this. Now, another way that he can play that is he could invade the corner directly, but that's really kind of tough on this group. Now, I like this for black because this is not only going to be points, but it's going to be it's going to attack his group, and this is really weird. But that's kind of, I think that's kind of White's style, is he plays weird moves and not quite what you would expect, and hopes to be able to outfight his opponent. So what we're going to do here is just take our double wing formation, because 2 wings are better than 1. And we're making a little box here, little box, and we can approach here or approach here. Yeah, see that? I'm not really too concerned about that. I could cap, but how much are we really building up with this group technically being pretty strong? Well, actually, we're building up a fair few points this way, because I can play here and attach here. It's going to take away probably all of this Aji, but if I can do that, then this move kind of wraps around to there, and it becomes a nice area. On the other hand, his group has a weakness here, so when I play here, I'm threatening to either come in or keep it low to do something. I could also do this. I don't like that quite as much, but it makes the attachment stronger for me, because if I play here and he attaches, it gets kind of complicated. But I still think I can Hane, and he descends and I can connect. He can also just try to cut me directly. I think I'm going to cap, see what he wants to do. Because if he gets to jump up and then jump up again, he's building a huge framework, which is probably what he wants to do. I'm already 3 minutes behind, and just in case you hear like crackling sounds, or I'm sitting on a really nicely old chair. Okay, so now I have some interesting ideas for this area because this is a little bit too big. So I can even just come in here later when I want to, or I could just attach here and then play this and cut off this stone. But for now, I think what I'm going to do I think I'm just going to play here and attach. Because this looks really nice. Play here, attach here, he plays there, I connect here. It works well with this stone, and I wonder, can I still do this? Because if I can do that after attaching here, that's pretty cool. Of course, he can bring this out, and then I can follow it out. Once he gets thick here, I don't know. I don't know how that goes. Or I could abandon it all and play here. You know, I think I'm going to play here first. Because first of all, if he attaches, which I think is what he's going to do, but I don't know. He wants me to Hane here, and then he'll pull back, and I connect, and I'm right in the middle of this nice pincer stone. But I won't do that. I'll just bump and try to develop this area. But then I'm just making this jump too big. Do 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 do. I'm thinking way too much for Fuseki. So let's go ahead and play the most amazing move you've ever seen. Watch, he's gonna jump here. That's actually a terrible move, but if he does it, it's still terrible. I don't see that being very good. I don't know, maybe it's better than it looks. Because I get this in Sente now. It makes this really nice and strong. I mean, now it's technically not Sente, but I could probably just jump out here. That leaves a lot of Aji here. But if I extend here, it's not good either. So, what? So what? What? And I have taken away this Aji, because now he can play here. If I do this, he turns, I cut, he plays here, and I can play this, but that's even just Gote. That's not worth anything. So now I can just play this directly later, not now. I think I'm going to say I do not care about the Aji. And I'm just gonna build up really huge for like no reason. So now he can think about something like this, or just enclose this. He's like, I'm going to reduce you. He's coming after this cut point. I can't play this because this attachment is good. This is the bigger side. So I'm just going to allow that Aji, and I'm going to see what he really wants to do. I could Hane, then he might Hane, and then I'll wonder why I Hane'd. Maybe it's not terrible, but when I Atari, he can counter Atari and push up, and then he's broken in. So I think if I descend, I mean, he can attach, but I'll just let him connect to this stone and cut this one off. I don't think that's too terrible. I see. I see. He's getting a lot of shape here. He's getting a lot of shape. That's terrible. This is strong because I have to defend this cut point, or I can just sacrifice these 4 stones. These were forcing moves, so if I can sacrifice these stones and link up to this, I don't really mind doing that because it's worth 8 points, and I forced him here, so I don't mind it. You can see what he's doing. He's like, I'm going to let you build up an area and then take all of it away. Of course, I mean, I'm the one who built up the area. Here I could go to Ko, but I don't want to do that. I can jump ahead of him. I do want to do that. Yeah, that's a good move. And honestly, I don't really mind this because, I mean, look how many points he has here and none here yet, really. He's gonna get some here, but he doesn't have any yet, and he's got this weak group. So I'm gonna let this weak group give me points, and someday it will live. I think I should play here first and take out his shape. But if I play here, he's going to bump, and then I jump, and then he can jump. But he's not getting shape is the problem. He's not getting any eyes. It's a problem for him, not really a problem for me. So we'll take away his shape point. Poke at his shape. Now what does he want to do? I should poke this really quickly. Because if he does like Hane here, then he can Atari. Okay, we'll poke this. Then we'll poke. Gotta be a little bit careful here, but yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to take away my own liberties. Why would I want to do that? Why would I take away my own liberties? Okay, so now we have to ask ourselves, do we care about this anymore? We've made some points. Made some points over here. We've got some points here. This is a weak group. But we could just leave that and not even worry about it. And for instance, approach here, and maybe when we build up some stuff, we can come back and attack. And he says, what does he even say? I don't even know what that is. So right now, I'm going to play this. I'm just going to change direction. Actually, it should have been like something like here or maybe even here. Yeah, because now, like if he does this, I have to wonder what these stones are all about. I mean, forcing him low here, that's really nice for those stones. And he says, that I can have a huge amount of influence when he's got a weak group in the center. So basically what he's saying is, I'll take the left side and you try to make the rest of that throughout the whole board. He's got to play here, because if he doesn't, I mean, he doesn't technically have to, but I've got a weak group and he's going to go and make a ko. He could try to defend the weak group, but I still have like super lots of... Oh, I see. Well, that's interesting. So we can play this and Atari here and then push out here. But I think first what I'll do is just... Well, I don't want to defend like that. Let's see, first, do I want to attack this way? That brings him towards my weakness. I could play this. That brings him towards my strength. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack him. Hopefully I can attack him That's a pretty huge point. He's going to Atari. Always remember when you're trying to attack somebody, poke out their shape. That's fine. And the good thing is now, I mean, he can cut these two stones off, but that's going to cause him problems too. So, what do I want to do here? Do I want to play this? Or do I just want to get really, really nice, thick shape? You know what? I'll do that. Because as he works against these stones, I mean, he might do this and leave the potential for a cut point, but if he cuts these two stones off, I'm going to be able to take this stone. He can't cut me this way because he can cut this stone off, but this will connect up. So I'm just going to make nice shape. Somebody resigned. It wasn't me this time. It may yet be. Okay, just remember, he's only got this and this. So before I care about attacking this more, or building up this area to try to make points here, I'm going to go ahead and just wreck this. This is doing two things. It's attacking this corner, which I'm assuming he's going to try and kill me, because that's what people do on KGS. Kick me. Now here comes the kill, like this. Oh no. Okay, that's actually a pretty good move, but he's making another weak group, and this group is not going to be able to make a base. So when it jumps up, I could just like shoulder hit it, and as it struggles for life, I can slowly build up a wall to kill this. See, and he's running right towards it too. This group is pretty much fine, because if I descend here, what's he going to do? How's he going to kill me? And this group, on the other hand, so wait, are you saying you're going to make another weak group? No. No, you're not. Okay. So here, I think I should defend. That doesn't quite let him connect up, by the way. But it gets really close. I could do this, but I don't know. He's got this attachment here, which I don't really like. Let's see. Is there anything else that we can do? Tell you what, we could combine ideas. So like, for instance, if play here, and then I can play this and force him to connect here. Because if I play here and he wants to take that, then he's got to play R15, right? And if he does that, or actually let's see, if he can push, and then I push and he comes up like this and then turns, that might work too. But if he pushes and then turns, then I can connect here, and then he just takes this stone, and I wonder why I did all that. I want to keep this group weak. But you know what? Let's test this Aji first. Because this is still Aji. I'll tell him, you can connect up here if I can have this corner. If I can have this, I get this and this. Yep, see, he wants it too badly. And now, when he plays here, are you going to play there? If I do this, he can definitely connect up. So if I cut, nothing happens. If I play here, some stuff starts to happen. Things happen here. That means this is Sente. So he doesn't want me to play it. Then I can do this, or I can do this. If I do that, he can just Atari me. If I want to keep him disconnected, and now he's wondering, does this attachment work? Because I've gotten a lot stronger here. If he pokes, I don't mind him cutting off these two stones because they can turn. Okay, so now he's saying I can do some stuff. If I play here, then I can Hane. Basically, all I care about is him still running through the center. If he's doing that, I'm okay. All right. Not entirely sure what this is. Could be something. Could like try to Hane here. But when I Atari, if he Ataris, I'm going to re-Atari. I'm going to Ritari. That's a technical term we use in the industry. Okay, so if I Atari, he's probably just going to extend here. But the good thing about that is really? Okay. I see what he's doing here. He wants to Atari, and then when I connect here, I've got problems. So what if I just connect? Then do I have problems? This looks like it's killing my own liberties, but it actually gives me one more. Because now this isn't Atari. What are you doing here? I'm pretty sure you're making me thicker here. I don't think you want me having all that thickness. After all, this group here doesn't even have an eye. Well, it might have one. Okay. So I don't want to die either. Plus, he doesn't want to die. I mean, I can haunt it here. And he's in a tough spot. This is Sente by him, but actually it's not. I am... Oh, okay. Yeah. So now... What do I want to do? Take this or take this? I'll take this first. Because he's got to play here. Otherwise he's totally dead. That gives me some points. He pretty much has to play here. He could play here, but that leaves behind massive amounts of Aji. I'm talking about like a lout. And a lout is more than a little. It's a lout. I mean, shoot. What's he gonna do? Technically, he could try this, but he would die. So, technically, it wouldn't work. Well, if he does this and I cut, right? He can play here. Oh, then I just play this. Atari first, he connects, then I can play this. So he is like the greediest guy. If I play this, is he alive? Because if he is, I have to still probably play that. Because that is a lot of terrible stuff. He could play there and then Atari me, or he could play here. Here's not bad because he just takes a stone in the corner, which is, you know, not the best. If I do this, now that's an interesting one. There's a lot of stuff to read out. A lout. I could do this. And then cut there. But he's still gonna live. Okay, so the question becomes, I think he's alive. If he Atari here, and I connect, and then he Atari's here, I'll turn, then he plays here, I have to take these stones, and by the way, if he comes out with this stone, I just Atari and then squeeze him to death, I believe. Atari here, squeeze, and then he's got 2 liberties. Alright, I think he gets to live in Sente here. Which isn't, it's not exactly what I wanted when I, tried to kill him with his multiple weak groups. Now the good thing is, this Ko is still good for us. Because if I Hane and he cuts, this is a forcing move within the Ko, which is one reason I played over here, right? So this is a forcing move within the Ko, and then I get to play this and capture these two stones. So if he cuts me, and I play here, and then Atari here, first I Atari, he descends, I play here, no, first I push, because if I Atari, then he can Hane. Here, if he Hanes, then I can cry, probably counter Hane. Then he extends, then I can play this, push here, maybe eke out some kind of life for myself. But what kind of life would it be? What is the life of a circus performer these days? He's making sure he's alive here, which I think he is. But that is a massive amount of Aji. So we're gonna start a Ko. So we got Aji. We start a Ko. Start a Ko. Push here first, right? He's just trying to outright kill me. And you know what? All I'm trying to do is outright not get killed. But this cut is really good. Because once I turn here, I mean, if he descends here, I may just push. Because that's a huge reduction. Okay, so he's defending the cut. Now I'm going to Atari. I think I just live here, which I don't understand. I don't really need to fight this Ko. I don't think. Now, it is a possibility that he's aiming at this cut point, but I think I'm fine here as well. But, I mean, I'm alive. I am just alive. And you're just not quite alive here. I mean, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to do... because I don't want him to Hane here. I'm just going to do this. And then this. Because after I live here, I've got this, and I've got this little bit, and I've got this little bit here. Maybe I can beat a 2 Dawn that's like really a 3 Dawn. Maybe I can. Maybe I have. Alright, do I want to play anything crazy? Because actually, I'm thinking this, then this, then this, then this. But I think he's going to get this move. I think he's going to get it. No, he's not. Not going to do it. Okay, let's just make sure. If I play here and he cuts and I extend, and he plays this, then I do this, then that. Oh, he's going to have 2 different places that he can mess with me. So when he plays here, I have to take. But this group can live on its own. So I'm just going to take this, threaten to play here. If he plays here, I'm going to Atari, and then I can live. I'll be alright. I've also got like this Aji here, and then this, and Atari, and Hane. But I think what he's doing is he knows he doesn't have enough yet. I'm not going to be greedy. You can have that stone. You're going to be greedy. Because you want to kill me. You want to make me dead. Change of plans. We are going to kill him. Oh, we can't actually do that. But if I can find a co-threat, if I can find a co-threat. That's not a co-threat. This is. I can start to try to make shape here. He really is interested in this killing business. He's in the business of killing me. He's got way more liberties with this group than I have. Okay, there's the co. I'm going to say, hey. Will you let me live today? He's really not interested in letting me live. But I wouldn't be interested in letting him live either, if the situation were reversed. Okay, this gives me an I. This is a co-threat. At least I hope it is. Okay, so now I need a threat that is worth all of this. Because he is winning all of a sudden. This is a really good threat. I don't think it's worth all of this, but I think it might be enough to win, which is a happy occurrence. Because I have to Hane here. No other choice. And now we fight a really nasty ko. Sadly, I need like 17 threats. Alright, there's one. And the thing is, I have to connect here first. Does that give him all the eyes he needs? I don't think it does. But it gives him more co-threads, at the very least. If I play here, right, I can still cut this group off. So let's do that and hope that we read correctly. Good. We read correctly. And here, plus that. So now he has threats to live. I have threats to go grab this stone. Of course, I'm reducing my own liberties here, but I don't see a real way to solve that problem other than, you know, resigning. Now I must take this. And I can't push here because I need this liberty. Because otherwise some bad stuff happens. I've already got bad stuff happening with this group, but I hope it's not like terrible stuff. But I think it would be terrible stuff if I did the other thing. Now the thing is, like, a move like this, he just resolves the ko. Because I can Hane, but when he jumps here, what am I going to do? I can play here, but it's not really an issue for him. Okay, what am I going to do? Here? No. He has more liberties. Aha! I forgot all about this. You guys have been screaming like, hey! What about that group over there? And I've been saying, huh? What do you mean? Okay, let's do this. This first. Because if he gets this and I get this, that's totally fine. Totally fine. He can take here. But you know what? It's starting to become a moot point because he's getting more liberties. He's going to have more liberties than me. And now we shall cut you. Yeah, you must do something about this. Ah, that is good. Very good. I think I might already be dead. Because I have like 10 Kos to fight. If I connect, he pushes. I descend. He plays here. I play here. And he's got a double Ko. So it actually doesn't even really matter. But actually I could do this. Okay. So that's a Ko threat. But I think if things play out the way I think they'll play out, I still have a chance to kill him, however small. Okay. Let's see. He plays here, I play here. Actually, I don't think that's a Ko threat. I think I can connect. I'm gonna do it. I could totally be wrong. Could totally be wrong. He can play here, and I connect. Let's see. This is a move he has to make, so I have 1, 2, 3 liberties. He has 1, 2, well, that's not 2, and then a Ko. He's got double Ko. I'm dead at Gote. I am dead in Gote. This group is also dead. He could just turn. See, now I have to live with this group, which I don't like. This. He's got double Ko. He's got double Ko. Yeah. I am dead. I don't like being dead. Okay. We've got a chance here. Not really a good one. Mainly just reduction. Really? Well, instead of messing with this, I'm going to play this. And this group is probably going to die now. Probably going to die. But you know what? No pain, no pain. In the membrane. Okay, let's see. If I cut here, so I've got a weakness either way. So I'm going to come right here. And try and live. If I can live, then I just took away a lot of territory from him. And I think I can live. I'm very excited about this. Yeah, I just lived, so I got to take all this away. And he gets to play here. I lived on you. That's really not like what your group should be aspiring to. But you know what? This died, but I got this, this, and I got to steal a lot of this. So he's probably only ahead by like 100. That's pretty good, right? I mean, he's supposed to be 3'd on. Supposed to be 3'd on. And he probably will be again after this game. And he got a little bit of this. Yep. This is a forcing move, so this group is totally and absolutely alive, as is. Should I let him have some Sente moves? I'll take this. Oh. I've got a bit of a problem here. Oh, no I don't. No problem. It's really gross, but he can't kill me here. But when he like plays here, then he can kill me. He still can't kill me. Because I can connect to this with really, really nasty moves. All I want is a room somewhere far away from the cold night air. So I'm going to play this first. And then I'm going to play this. And then I'm going to have a little cry. No, wait. This. I think that gives me enough liberties to come back and kill off these stones. But even though I have enough liberties to kill them off, he's going to get to capture these 2 stones, and I have to play 1, 2, 3, 4 extra moves. Because I can't do this, I don't think. Actually, I might be able to. Yeah, I can do that. Because when I play here, he's actually already dead. If he had these 2 liberties, then I couldn't do that. But since he can only get one of them, I'm okay. So I can play here, or I can play here. And when he plays the Hane, I can just descend, and it's I versus no I, so he's already dead. So I guess I got lucky there. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. He's trying to aim at this cut. Okay. I'll connect. That's okay. I mean, if you're going to play inside my territory and let me fill up my border, why don't you play here and I can play here? He's probably ahead by so much, it doesn't even matter. He's like, I can give you all these points. Totally fine. Totally fine. I mean, he can't live. So I wonder what he's trying. I've still got Mii. I think I'll just play this. Because that'll connect everything up. If he plays here, I can Hane. Unless he's trying something here. So he plays there. Which is what he's trying. Connect, connect. Connect. I'm not entirely sure what he's trying to do. I mean, literally, I could play here. Literally. But figuratively, I'm going to play here. Alright. So now I'll do this move. This is Seki at best. There's nothing he can do except Seki. Seki, Seki, Seki. Right? I could do this. I mean, I've got nasty amounts of liberties. I don't know exactly what he's wanting to do here. I don't know. But I'm willing to take extra Yose if I can get a place somewhere else. I mean, what? 1, 2, 3. Like a huge ko. I think I'm going to do that first. And then I'll play this. Okay. I'll go back and kill him. I really botched this right up here. Botched it. What is he even doing? 1, 2. I mean, he can't even approach. Can he? Sure. You can't even approach. You can't. I don't know. Is he getting ready to resign? Is he just trying to find a place? Not entirely sure. I wonder if he thinks he's behind. I've got this, and these guys are dead. He's got this little guy, he's got this little guy, he's got this little guy, and he's got this little guy. Now I'm just moving on. I'm moving on. You have bored me, sir, with your not quite Sente moves. Your Sente isn't Sente. I'm being a little bit loud. It is late at night and my wife is sleeping. I don't mind so much my kids sleeping, because my kids, they can sleep through anything. Still not a problem, because if he plays here, I'll still have 2 liberties. He can turn and like start a ko, but he can never approach here. So it's not Sente, dude. Not Sente. We'll go ahead and play this, because that is Sente. We're going to play this, because that is Sente. I should start like this is not quite Sente, but I'll tell you what, I could play here or here. I could do that. This, not quite Sente. That's 2 points. This is a 1 point Sente. This is more. This is good. That is not quite Sente, but it's a good move, because I can follow up. I've got a follow up, and this move was Sente, and actually it became Sente now. I'm going to play this, because that is Sente, and then we're going to play this, because this is Sente. This is Gote, but reverse Sente. Motivational speaker. That's what I should. Remember, when you play Go, make sure it's Sente, and that is Sente. We could do that like all day. People would eat it up. This is Sente. Mostly. Mote. Call it mostly Sente. Now, technically, he does have to eat this. And I do get these 2 points. So he can play this, and then I play this. But he's got a double ko. But he's gonna have to eat this eventually. Eventually. What I was gonna say earlier, we'll play this. Sadly, I should have got this move in first, because now when I play this, well, he still wants to connect here. He could take here, but then he's got another problem with another set of Aji. Oh. This is not Sente. This is, though. But this was a pretty big move because this was Sente. And he could have gotten that at any time. This is Sente. When he plays here, I'm going to have to connect here. I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I'm trying to find my mouse. And I do not see it. Where did I... Oh, it's on the ground. Probably just heard a lot of creaking from my chair. So this is no longer Sente because he's connected up. This, I am going to rescue this stone. He's got 43 plus 43 is 86. Yeah. Yeah, I knew you was gonna do that. I'll play this. Foist. I'm just making sure there's no shenanigans. I have to connect here. There's no shenanigans, but let me see. What can I do? What can I do? Okay, this dies no matter what. I gotta connect here. I'm going to play these. Whenever he plays here, I gotta connect here. He can throw in first if he wants to. This is actually worth a point, I believe, because these stones are dead. I don't have to kill them because they're dead. Yep. Play here. And I don't have to play anything here because if he plays here, I have an eye here. If he plays here, then I have an eye already. So I don't have to worry about that, which means I can ask myself, what do I want to do? And really, I want to kill one of his groups. Maybe two. But I don't think I could do that. So what do I want to do that is within the realm of actual possibility? I mean, I'm going to have to play here, and I'm going to have to play here. I don't see any other moves. So we'll play them. We will play the Gote inside our territory super moves. But I did get 5 points over here. Just remember that. We'll play this because we have to anyway. Play that because he just forced us to. And oh, I did lose a point there, but that's okay. He should have thrown in first because that would have been an extra point for me. And I like more points. I like to have as many as I can get. Pass, pass. This is dead, this is dead, this is dead, this is dead, this is dead. And I lost by a lot, but not as much as you might expect with a whole big dead group. Thanks for the game. I don't even know what that is. Okay, so let's go over the game. I think this was pretty good. This is an interesting. This move is really a weird move. I think it's designed to like just start crazy fights and stuff. So he protects, going for the bigger side, not the smaller side, which is good. And this was probably a little much. I could come in right here immediately. And here, this is probably the proper move. But now he's got a way to come in this way. Although, you know, I can still shoulder hit it. But this is a lot better shape than I had in the game. So this leaves a lot of Aji. And we can see that here because I have to worry about like moves like this connecting up. And this. So yeah, and I have to go back and do the move that I should have done in the first place. Or originally I could have played this, but now I can't do that. I could have extended instead of pulling back. That would have been really nice shape. Okay, this protects all my shape points, especially this. This cut no longer works. It worked before, and it would have killed off this group, but he would have got these stones. But after this gets stronger, then that cut really becomes a problem. So it's best to just protect it now, play good shape, keep your group safe, and now he's the one with a group problem. Yeah, I think if I don't hit his shape point, see, this gives him a little bit worse shape, because now when I jump, he's bumped. If I jumped, he would come out here. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Because in this case, he does get to come out farther. Instead of, if he jumped, he'd be just right here. And then I'm still ahead, so I could even, like, try to surround. What do I know? So I come here, and he plays this. And honestly, I think I should just play here and just completely change directions. Because I'm building up a huge area here, and it's going to be really hard for him to reduce with a weak group right here. So he's got a really weak group here, and he's going to come in and reduce this, which is exactly what he did, but I don't think he should have been able to. But this, I think, gives a little bit too much to him. Although when I got to come back later, he's leaving this, He should just protect. But I think he got greedy. This is a pretty greedy move here. He's leaving a lot of Aji behind. So this, I don't know. Maybe instead of worrying about the weak group, because I still don't know how I'm going to attack this. Maybe I could come in here directly, or like if I really want to attack this, I could try to even shoulder hit this. Like just come after these stones, and these stones are going to live. I don't have to worry about that. But if I can get ahead of them and then really attack them, I can build up a really nice area in the middle and play here, and then I'm going to get a nice amount here. So I can get a lot of territory. But here I feel like I'm driving him into this, which might end up being good, but he gets a lot of strength here, and he gets to come out. And now this got shape, but this area really got reduced, because unless this group gets under serious attack, I'm not going to be able to build this up. He's got a stone here and a stone here, so he can come in either way. He's got Miai to reduce me, which is why I think that this is a little bit too much. There's no reason to play this way when he can just play this way. I mean, what if I protect here, he can jump here. So what am I really building up? This little area right here, and that's what he's trying to destroy, but he's creating another weak group. So here I feel like I should really be separating him. This group is getting a little bit weaker, but I don't know. So like if he does the bamboo, I can just come out here, and now I can still separate. This group is going to have a hard time, and this group is going to have a hard time. I feel like this is one place where I could have won the game, and I played it badly. This isn't bad, I don't think. But he is going to get to live now. And really, I should go for the Ko here, because I don't think he can connect. If he connects, he's dead. So he's got to go for Ko. He's going to connect up if he wins the Ko, but like we said before, I've got these Ko threats. They're highly available at the moment. So I'll get this as a Ko threat, which is really nice. Yeah, you get extra points and force him to respond and mess with the Ko. That's really nice. So I like this Ko. I should have gone for the Ko, and he got to protect it later because, well, because of this. Yeah, he got this forcing move in, and then went for the Ko. If I go for the Ko now, the problem is this. I mean, it's really a lot of. He's getting a lot of free Ko threats now. Well, let's see. If I do this, then he could do this, and then just take those stones. So this is definitely a Ko threat, which I have to answer. And so he's getting all these free Ko threats for the Ko that I just started. So he does that, and I go for this. He's got a lot of Aji here. He's got a lot of Aji here with this. I've got some free moves I can get in. But instead, he just lets me live, which I thought was odd. So I'm alive, And now he goes after this. Now here is some really weird reading, because if he does this, he can do this. Because I can't extend, because he'll just... Oh no, I can extend because of this. And if he does this... Oh wow, I could just do this. Now I'm like halfway alive already. I missed all this over here. I thought I had to play this way. But if I do this, I still win. Huh. Yeah. So there's two ways I could win. Oh no. Wow. That is so weird. Okay, so I could have done this and got better shape. And I missed that. Okay, so that's the first thing I missed. So now we're in the middle of a ko, and this is really bad for me actually. During the game I was like, hey, I'll fight the ko, I don't care. But really that was just bravado. He's got me in a worse position than I've got him. Connect. Connect. And now actually that was a bad forcing move on my part. This would be better, I think. Or play this first and then this. Because if he plays this, in the midst of the ko, I don't have to play two moves to win the ko. Because when he plays this move, when I play this and he plays this, now I have to win the ko twice. I have to win it. He plays a move. I have to connect here, and then we fight the ko again. And not only am I losing liberties, but I'm just causing myself all kinds of problems. So I fight the ko some more, not with that. And he connects here. I could connect here. That's an interesting, because now we have to fight the ko again. Well, actually, if I connect here, he can just do this. So I have to deny him life. Okay. So then we fight the ko. We fight the ko. And this was really bad actually, because I'm removing liberties, which means that he can resolve the ko in a different situation. G15 double sente. Where? So maybe I should have played it. When he plays here, I can play here. And then do this? Yeah. So now I have a ko for life. Like let's say he lives, I can go directly to ko for life, because we're going back and forth on this I. But in the game, because he got that move. And it's a co-threat, because now I can't remove the co. He'll just take me. So I gotta play here. Yeah. Now I have to win the co twice. So now I'm removing my own liberties. Which is, whenever you're in a Seimei, the best thing to do is go remove your own liberties. Tell everyone I told you that. They'll believe you. I've done it before. And so I lost the ko here. Lost an entire big group. But I think I actually played well and managed to come back a little bit after this. Now the problem here is I can't even, I mean, I've got like at best like triple ko. At best. I should really be playing here, but even if he just gets this move in, if I connect, then he's going to kill me. And he can just play this, and I do this, and he does this, and I go here, and he goes here, and he can just play here. Because now he has double ko. So he had me dead to rights, and now I'm just dead, 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 dead. So I played this out and killed it. And here, this was nice, which I should have been thinking about before I did this. Like, okay, he can cut me. Can I live over here? Any you know, normal Dawn player would like do that. But of course, I assume I can live because I've studied life and death. I read a book once. Now this was pretty nice. I was surprised I didn't die horribly here. I was surprised. I surprised. This was, you know, hey, let's read out a nice solution to what looks to be a complete and absolute disaster, and luckily is not. So I'm still behind. It ends up being an 18-point win for him, but I didn't die here, so the moral victory is technically mine, I think. And I think that's all we can get from this game. The moral victory is much more important than the score on the board, because if you have the moral victory, they will give you their points after the game when they don't matter anymore. L5, L5, L5. Fortin Sente. Then he can play this. He played this directly. If he, let's say, I do this, then he can cut, and I've got some interesting issues here, like the fact that I'm in a ko for life with these stones. So he plays here, and I get this, and because of that, now I'm like totally alive. This extra liberty plus, these stones are dying. But all in all, I lost the game. But I feel like this was actually a good game, except for that whole thing. I feel like I played a pretty good game, And this could have turned out differently. I really feel like this wasn't like a dead group. Um, I misread this, and because of that, like I misread this Aji, I thought he could capture, and because of that, I had to play this in a different way. Um, and because of that, I didn't get enough shape, and because of that, I died. I dieted. Not dieted, but dieted. So let's keep going to the end. And now we get these little black dots everywhere. And good game. Good game. Thanks for playing. And good game to all of you out there who have fallen asleep listening to the sultry sounds of my voice. And I will see you